What's going on, everybody? Gentleman94 here. Welcome back to the Hawker Harrier here on Ben Builds. This is episode number 12. Thank you for joining us. Last episode, guys, we went ahead and we removed the seam lines in the canopies. Let's go ahead and take a look at these. These have been dipped in future. Let's zoom in, get you a closer look. As you can see here, these look really, really nice. Crystal clear. The seam line is 100% gone. I've dipped that back in future to restore that clarity, and it looks fantastic. Here's a front windscreen. Also, same story. Beautiful job. I love those sanding sticks. They're really awesome. We're going to go ahead and move on from the canopies over to our airbrushing because we have a couple of little touch-up areas down at the bottom we need to go ahead and take care of, like the wing landing gear covers and a few odds and ends down there. So let's go ahead and mix up that light gray, get this all uniform and looking the same color. So let's do a little bit of painting here in the back tail cone. There's this one area right here that needs to be painted a very dark gray color. I went ahead and taken some Tamiya tape and I've made a very thin strip and just masked off the area right there. So we are going to come in, shoot that with a little bit of the extra dark sea gray just to give it a little bit of color. We might have to adjust if the line isn't just right, but I think we're pretty good with this. And honestly, this kit is looking fantastic. I'm very excited to see what this kit looks like all finished up. I've just got a couple more episodes to get this thing where I want it to be, so fingers crossed we'll be able to get there. I also have to paint the exhaust burners. Now there are 4 of them, and we're going to be using this. This is steel red, something I've never really used, but I like the look of it. It's got kind of a burnt steel ironish kind of look to it, so we're going to use that. We're going to airbrush all 4 of the nozzles and also the side burner plates. So let's mix it in the airbrush, see what we can do. Off camera, I did a little bit of work while those burner cans dried, and I masked up and painted the tips of my sidewinders. Those are going to be kind of sitting off to the side. We'll do a little bit of work on those maybe next episode to get those hooked on to the wings themselves. Now, we do have to go ahead and paint the leading edges of the wings and the horizontal and vertical stabilizers. That is very, very important. So I pre-cut a few strips of the Tamiya masking tape, and we're going to use that to go ahead and lay down the initial masking line. I'm just going to go ahead and try to keep it the same width all the way down the wing, cut off the excess. We should be able to mask off the sides and get this thing ready for paint. This is going to be a somewhat tricky masking area because the underside of the wing, I shouldn't have put on those pylons yet. I should have kept those off, masked, and then put these on towards the end. Live and learn. So let's go ahead and time lapse the rest of the masking, show you guys what we come up with at the end here. guys, we are going to be painting now. I'm going to be using a light flesh color. And yeah, that sounds kind of strange to use a flesh color on an airplane, but it's got that very cool kind of peachy color to it, which is what the instructions show, at least on the side of the box. And this will be weathered down anyway. We can throw some washes on it to darken it if it's just too bright, but I think this is going to look a-okay. Again, my masks seem to be holding decently enough. The underside of this wing is going to be a little more difficult, kind of challenging because there isn't much room between the pylons and the actual leading edge of the wing. That was a bit of an oversight on my part. So wish me luck, call on the time lapse and see what we can do. Alright guys, moment of truth. Let's go ahead and unmask all this tape and see how we came out. This is probably one of the most nerve-wracking parts of this because I'm not really sure how the color turned out. It looks kind of cool, but I've got a lot of other colors like the blue and the yellow of the tape, so I want to get this all clean. Then we can check the color and see how it looks. Ooh, if it doesn't look good, we have to repaint, but hopefully this looks just fine. So let's pull them off, see how we come out. Oh yeah guys, I like this. This looks really cool. Now I've been using the side of the box as reference, and yeah, this looks like what I wanted it to look like. The bottom side of the wing, a little rough there on the leading edge, but you know what? It's on the bottom, no one's going to see it. It looks fine by my standard. We're going to go ahead and call it here for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Next episode, we're going to hit some future, start getting the last little bits and pieces glued on, and get this thing ready for decaling. Until next week, stay strong, keep building, and we'll see you soon.